Township Public Library, and you are watching Storytime Anytime. And we always start Storytime with our special hello song, and while we sing our hello song, we're going to do 2 of the words in American Sign Language. So the first word we're going to do is hello. So you're going to hold up your hand, put it to your forehead just like you're going to salute, lift it up and away. And that's how you say hello in American Sign Language. Now the next word we're going to do is friends. So you're going to take your 2 pointer fingers. They are best friends. And so they're going to give each other hugs. So you're going to alternate hooking your fingers together. That's how you say friends in American Sign Language. Are you ready to sing with me? Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello. I'm going to sing it one more time. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello. Are we ready to get started now? So we're going to do a special story time this week. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have my shark shirt on, and last week was Shark Week. Did you guys watch Shark Week at all at home? We watch it every year. So we're going to sing some songs and read some stories about sharks today. So the first is a really, really easy little song that I'm going to teach you, and it's to the tune Row, Row, Row Your Boat, and it's also kind of funny. So we're going to sing it 2 times. So first we're going to pretend to row our boats. Are you rowing your boat at home? Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And if you see a great big shark, don't forget to scream, ah! Can we do it one more time? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And if you see a great big shark, don't forget to scream, ah! Good job, everybody. So the first story we're going to read is called I Love Sharks Too, and this is written by Leanne Shirtliff, and it's illustrated by Lorenzo Montatore, and this is published by Skyhorse. Stevie loves sharks. He loves sharks more than he loves pizza. That's a lot. He loves sharks so much, he wishes he were one. He has shark posters, and he's reading a shark book. He's got some shark toys. Stevie, can you please put that down? It's time for breakfast. Feeding frenzy. I'm hungrier than a shiver of sharks. Stevie, will you please use a knife and fork? Well, bull sharks tear apart food with their teeth, all 50 rows of them. Lot of teeth. Can you imagine 50 rows of teeth? Stevie, will you quit squirming? Whale sharks can't stop squirming or moving. If they do, they'll die. That would be really hard to never be able to stop moving. Stevie, don't you roll your eyes at me. Great white sharks roll their eyes when they're fighting. It protects their eyeballs from their enemies. Stevie, why are you in the recycling bin? Because angel sharks hide in the sand at the bottom of the ocean. Then they launch a surprise attack. Uh-oh, look, he lost a tooth. Stevie, don't you even think about scaring me. I have eyes in the back of my head. Have you ever heard a grown-up say that? No, you don't, but hammerhead sharks have eyes on the sides of their head. I think hammerhead sharks look kind of funny, don't they? Stevie, take that out of your mouth. He's eating their chair. Well, tiger sharks eat everything. Stevie, did you eat your sister's cookie? Sand tiger sharks sometimes eat their sisters while they're in their mommy's tummies. Oh my goodness. Stevie, what did you do with the tooth you lost? Sharks lose thousands of teeth. Cookie cutter sharks actually eat their own teeth. But you shouldn't eat your teeth. Stevie, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? Look, there's cobwebs on it. Mako sharks don't have to brush their teeth because they're coated in fluoride already. Well, that would be pretty handy, wouldn't it? Stevie, have you listened to anything I've said all day? Sharks only have inner ears, but reef sharks can still hear perfectly from miles away. They just won't answer. Stevie, it's bedtime. Turn off your light. Lantern sharks glow in the dark. No lights out for them. Good night, Stevie. I love you. Good night, Mom. I love sharks. I love sharks too. And this is some different facts about sharks. Olympic sprinters like Usain Bolt reach speeds of 27 miles per hour. But short-fin Mako sharks would pass a runner easily, going as fast as 45 miles per hour. That's as fast as a car. No early bedtime for them. During the day, Port Jackson sharks rest between rocks or in caves. Then they search for food all night. Cooler than unicorns, goblin sharks have long, pointy snouts that look like horns and help them sense food. Smaller than Dad's stinky feet, dwarf lantern sharks are the smallest of sharks, growing to be only 8 inches long. The hide-and-seek champions, megamouth sharks, were first discovered in 1976 and have been seen fewer than 100 times. Sharks that crawl, epaulet sharks use their pectoral fins to drag themselves along coral reefs and even sand. And older than Grandma, although the lifespan of most sharks is 20 to 30 years, spiny dogfish sharks can live to be up to 100 years old. It takes hours to brush their teeth. Frilled sharks have over 300 backward-facing teeth that are arranged in 25 rows. And as cuddly as a cactus, bramble sharks are covered with thorns, which explains why they aren't found in petting zoos. Slower than an ice cream truck, Greenland sharks barely reach speeds of 1 mile per hour. Scientists believe that living in the very icy water slows them down. Bigger than a bus, whale sharks can grow to be up to 41 feet long. That's longer than a city bus. They can weigh over 47,000 pounds. That's more than twice the weight of an average school bus. So they weigh as much as 2 school buses. And beware of sharks or coconuts. Each year, falling coconuts kill more people than sharks do. So you should beware of coconuts, not sharks. The end. The next story we're going to read is called Walter the Whale Shark and His Teeny Tiny Teeth. This is written by Katrine Crow and it's illustrated by Hazel Quintanilla, and this is published by Flower Pot Press. Today was the day. Walter had been counting down the days all summer, and now it was finally here, his very first day of school. He imagined what his teacher and his new friends would be like. He wondered about all the new things he would learn and the exciting things he would try. Walter couldn't wait. As Walter swam into his classroom, he saw sharks swimming everywhere. It was better than he had imagined. He was going to make so many new friends. His teacher addressed the class. "Settle down," said Mrs. Finn. "I would like everyone to gather for a picture." What a perfect way to start the school year, thought Walter. 3, 2, 1, smile. So, how does Walter look different from the other sharks? Can you tell? So Walter is a shark called a whale shark, and whale sharks don't have sharp pointy teeth like most sharks. They have teeth more like whales do because they eat krill instead of other fish. Look at those big teeth. Walter's excitement turned to panic as he looked around the room at all of the smiling sharks. Manny Mako had big pointy teeth and Bella Bull had big strong teeth. Sandy Sand Tiger had long, sharp teeth. Greta Great White had really big teeth. And Walter's teeth weren't at all like the other sharks. In fact, they were teeny tiny. How could I possibly make friends, thought Walter. In a snap, everything had changed for Walter. He spent the whole morning worrying about how his teeny tiny teeth made him look so different. By lunchtime, he knew he had to do something, anything to fit in. When Walter swam into the cafeteria, an idea struck him instantly. He searched the room for what he would need, and then, ta-da! Walter had found the perfect big teeth. He collected the best seashells he could find and placed them in his mouth. Then he smiled his biggest smile. I don't know, I think the seashells make kind of silly looking teeth. What do you think? Walter sat down in the middle of the cafeteria and everyone watched as he took a bite of his plankton and jelly sandwiches. But as soon as Walter chomped down, his shell teeth came tumbling out of his mouth. Oh, mackerel, he huffed. He would need to try something else. By recess, Walter had a new plan. He searched the playground for what he would need, and then, ta-da! Walter had found the perfect big teeth. He picked the longest pieces of seaweed he could find and placed them in his mouth, and then he smiled his biggest smile. Now he's got green, wavy seaweed teeth. Walter swam straight up the slide on the playground, and everyone watched as he took his turn swirling and twirling his way down. But as soon as Walter hit the first loop, his seaweed teeth slipped right out of his mouth. Oh, mackerel, he huffed. He would need to try something else. The school day was almost over, and Walter was running out of time. As the class gathered for the story circle, Walter searched the area of what he would need, and then, ta-da! Walter had found the perfect big teeth. He took as many shrimp as he could catch and placed them in his mouth. Then he smiled his biggest smile. Now he's got little pink shrimp teeth. Walter volunteered to read in front of the whole class, but as soon as he opened his mouth, the shrimp made a break for it. Oh, mackerel, he huffed. And there go the shrimp. Swim for it. That was it. Walter was out of big ideas. He thought there was simply no way for him to fit in now. When Walter arrived home, his mother was waiting to greet him with his favorite snack, plankton and chocolate chip cookies. But instead of the happy little whale shark she expected to see, Walter burst into tears. What happened, Walter? His mom asked. I don't fit in, Walter wailed. All the other sharks have great big teeth. Oh, Walter, his mother said as she pulled him into a hug. You are perfect just the way you are. You don't need teeth like the other sharks. Walter sniffed and said, I don't? No, Walter, you need teeth like me. Your teeth are different because we don't eat the same food as other sharks. Having teeny tiny teeth doesn't mean you don't fit in. It's what makes you special. And Walter spent so much time trying to fit in that he didn't realize he already had something that made him stand out. Walter went to bed that night, excited to go to school the next day. He couldn't wait to smile his biggest smile so that all the other sharks could see his teeny tiny teeth. Ta-da! Walter had the perfect teeth already. The end. Our final story today is called Shawn Loves Sharks. And this is written by Curtis Manley, and the pictures are by Tracy Subisak, and this is published by Roaring Brook Press. Shawn loved sharks. He's even wearing a shark suit. Shawn thought about sharks all the time. He's chasing his dog in his shark suit. When Shawn ate, he opened his mouth wide for each bite. Can you open your mouth as wide as you can and go, chomp, 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 chomp? Shawn watched shark videos, knew all the shark movies by heart, and had 127 shark books. I don't even think the library has 127 books just about sharks. At recess, Shawn opened his mouth very wide and chased the other kids, especially Stacy, who screamed the loudest. Shawn loved how everything got out of the way of the shark. You open your mouth super wide again and go chomp, 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 chomp. On Monday, Miss Mitchell told the class they would each learn about a different predator. Shawn leaped out of his chair and yelled, I get the shark! I get the shark! Please sit down, Shawn. Everyone gets a chance for the shark. Each of you may pick one animal from the bowl. Do you think Shawn's going to get the shark? The animal Shawn picked was not shark. It wasn't even lion or tiger or grizzly bear or orca or Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was the leopard seal. A seal? Whispered Shawn. Great white shark was picked by Stacy. Shawn said, I'll trade with you. He said, I have to be the shark. He said, I'll bring you cookies every day. Stacy shook her head, she smiled, and she opened her mouth wide, very wide. At home, Shawn looked through his shark books, hoping that what he remembered about sharks and seals was wrong. It wasn't wrong. Sharks eat seals. He hoped Stacy wouldn't find out. Oh, she found out. Tuesday on the playground, Stacy leaned close and said, Did you know that sharks eat seals? Shawn nodded. But not if they can't catch them. Stacy opened her mouth very wide and ran as fast as she could. Chomp, 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 chomp. But she couldn't catch Shawn. Shawn loved how a seal could twist itself around in an instant and zip off in a different direction. The more Shawn read about seals, the more he loved seals. He loved their streamlined shape and the patterns on their smooth fur. He loved their big brown eyes. He loved their sharp little teeth, and he loved how they could sneak up on something tasty, like a penguin, and grab it with one bite. The more Stacy read about sharks, the more she loved sharks, and the more she chased Shawn during recess. Chomp, 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 chomp. And after school, chomp, 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 day after day until Friday, when Shawn stopped running and faced Stacy. You're not much of a shark if you can't even catch a seal. Stacy closed her mouth. Her dark eyes were not blank. She looks about to cry, doesn't she? Do you think Shawn hurt her feelings? I think he did too. On Saturday, Shawn remembered something about people. He filled his wagon with 126 shark books and pulled it to Stacy's house. Shawn loved seals. He also loved sharks, and he knew that even a fast and clever seal could never be friends with a shark. Well, almost never. And there you have a shark and a seal are friends. And look at the cats in a penguin costume. It was very nice of Shawn to share his books. We should always try to make our friends feel better when they're sad, right? The end. Well, we can't have a shark story time without singing Baby Shark. So I know you guys all know this one at home, so I hope you will sing and do all the motions with me. So are we ready to get started? Here we go. Can you show me some shark fins? Get your baby shark fingers.
Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, do do.
Big Grandpa Shark.
Shark.
Grandpa Shark. Grandpa Shark. Grandpa Shark. Shark.
Let's go hunting. Let's go hunting. Let's go hunting.
Way back. Run away.
Save that plastic. Save that plastic. Save that plastic. Save that plastic. It's the end. It's the end. It's the end. It's the end.
Great job, little sharks. Well, story time is almost over. All we have left to do is to sing our goodbye song. Now, our goodbye song is a lot like our hello song, but instead of singing hello, we're going to sing goodbye. So to say goodbye in American Sign Language, you're going to hold your hand up and just wave goodbye. And do you remember, friends? Take our 2 pointer fingers, and they are best friends, and they're going to give each other hugs. Here we go. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Let's sing it one more time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching Storytime Anytime. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow the Bath Township Public Library on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.